Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you want to learn how to make this beautiful waistcoat, please watch to the end. Hey guys, welcome to yet another tutorial. So in this tutorial we are going to learn about how to make a waistcoat. Yes, so for these measurements, this is about 17 inches for the length and the width is about 10 inches. So this is for just the drafting purposes. But if you're making for a child of between like a year to 3 years, you have to make the length of about 25 inches and then the width has to be about 15 to 16 inches. So depending on the person that you're doing, you're making for, those are the measurements that you need. So let's get started. So when you're drafting, especially when you're using fabric, you'll get one piece that will act as the main fabric and the other piece that will act as the lining. So let's assume that this is the lining. I'll mark my chalk this way just for us to know that this is maybe the lining part of it. Yeah. So guys, just assume that you have the lining, especially when you are using the fabric. But if you cut them when they are together like this, you make the whole thing when they're together. That's if you're using the fabric, but since this is a drafting paper, we are going to just use one. So let's remove one and remain with one. So this is our let's say this is the inside part and this is the outside part. So let's get started. So what you're going to do, you get a midpoint of this paper just like this, and then we are going to fold it towards the midpoint just like this, both sides just like this. Okay, so just make sure one part overlaps the other just a little bit because of the buttons. It can be either sides. Yeah, so you can secure this with pins if you have the pins. It might be a little bit tricky because we are using the drafting paper. But let me try and use the pins. So just to hold this together. Yeah, so after this, you're going to fold it again, just like this. Okay, so let's start by drafting the armhole. So measure about 2 inches. Measure about 2 inches from this side. Remember, this is the side that are folded. These two sides are folded, not the side. So we are going to put the armhole this side and we shall put our neck this side. So measure about 2 inches from here to here, or since we are not using the real fabric, let's use about 1.5 inch, just like this. And then you mark where your 1.5 is, and then just come down about 5 inches. So this is about 1.5 inch. So let's make this, let's draw our line. Okay, so let's make our curve and draw our armhole. So this is our armhole. I don't know if you guys can see marker, so you can see what I'm doing. Yes, so come this side, and let's draw our neckline. So come down come down by 1 inch, and then make here 1.5 inches as well. But if you're making for a child of about between 1.5 years to 3 years, you make it 2. Just come down here by 1 inch and then make here 2 inches. So because you're just doing for drafting purposes, I'm doing 1.5 inches. So just connect the 2 points with a curve, just like this. Connect the 2 points with a curve. If you have a curve ruler, go ahead and use a curve ruler. If you don't have, you can use your free hand and make a curve. So let's cut this out. Let's cut this and cut the neck. Open it up, as you can see, just like this. So you can see that we have made our armhole this side and we have drafted our neckline here like this. So what we are going to do is we are going to open it up. Remember, I have not separated the front from the back. Everything is still together, but if you want, you can just separate the back and the front, but I'm going to draft everything together. Yes, so after cutting, open it up just like this. So then after we are going to fold it. This is our center. This is our center. So just fold it just like this. Okay. So from this center, this is our center. You can see the line. Let me just draw this line so you can see. But this is the center. This is our center. Okay. So actually this is our front. This is our front. And this is the back. So I have turned it the other way. I wanted this folded part to be this side. So let's do this. This is our center. So this is the back. And this is the front. Yeah, so let's go ahead and put the other measurements. So just go up here by about 2 inches. About 2 inches. And also here about 2 inches. And make a square. And connect the 2 points together. So let's connect the 2 points together. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. So after there, come from this center, go in about 2.5 inches. I'm just using 2.5 because I'm just using a drafting paper, but you can go in by 3 inches or 3.5, but I'm going to use, let me just use 2 inches actually, just 2 inches here. Make a point and then connect this point to this point just like this. Okay, just like this. Okay, then from this side, come up by 2 inches. Come up by 2 inches. Okay, and so connect this point to this point just like this. Okay, when you are done, come on this neckline here. Remember here we came out here by 2 inches, so just come down by about 5 inches or 4.5, just for the purpose of this, but let's come down by about 6 inches, or we can use 5 or 5.5. So this is where our 5.5 is. Just follow this. So connect this point to this point just like this, just making that V shape. Just like this. So guys, we are going to cut this out. We're going to cut this out just like this. But remember, if you're making a waistcoat and you want this to work as a collar, you can leave it on. But on the particular one that I'm going to make, it will not be there. But if you want to leave it to act as a collar, you can leave it, just fold it out like this. So we are going to cut this side, cut the shape out, and then we shall see how it looks like. So when we are done cutting it out, so we are going to do this, put it back. So guys, you can see that our shape is really out. If you want, you can get rid of this. Just as I said, if you don't want it to have a collar, you can just get rid of it. But if you want it to have a collar, you can just keep it. So it depends on what you want, on the design that you want to make. Yeah, so this is the front part, as you can see, and this is our back. You can see that it has come out. So this is how you draft a waistcoat. It is simple, it is easy. You just follow the steps that I've done. So you can just put your buttons here. Usually you put like 3 buttons. So you can put a button here, and a button here. So in the next video, I'll show you how to do it like on the fabric, and we make a waistcoat together. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next one.